Greetings, I am Astro Earth, and welcome to another spiritually guided message from my ancestors. So, this message here, I call this one twin flaming. Jeez. So, I have this thing about me where if I study something, meaning like get books on it and take coursework on it and blah, blah, blah. I kind of get wrapped up in that for a while because I'm an analyzing ass Virgo. And then the other aspects of me and my personality, Leo be like, all right, like now put all that stuff over there somewhere and let's just wing it. So this is one of my, I'm just going to wing it because I really haven't read up on it. I've seen the word and I allowed my intuition to kind of, you know, tap in into what I'm beginning to acknowledge it is from my perspective. So maybe perhaps someone can add to this in the way that I am sharing. So the twin flame, the best way for me to express in a visual way the twin flame aspect would be the movie Hancock with Will Smith and Charlize Theron. I absolutely love that movie, and I thought it was quite interesting. And Spirit has me watching and seeking and doing all kinds of things, and I never know what it's really for, what it's about until I know what it's for, what it's about. So here's one of those moments. If I am correct, I so far have ran into two of my twin flames. And in close proximity, might I ask, uh, created a very interesting dynamic for me. And what I'm recognizing is that the twin flame aspect is pretty much playing out like not a mirror, but yet the other half that makes a whole. So it's like what you have, they don't, what they have, you don't, but place it together like two puzzle pieces and you got a whole picture. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that's how that works. Um, just in my experience, that's how it's been playing out. So I, f- I feel like the ones that I am in contact with so far have been from a past life, this life aspect, and the other one is from dark and light aspect. And what I mean by dark and light from an astrology standpoint, like the whole sharing of a planet and one part of the planet or one half of the planet versus the other half of the planet, and how that still is the whole planet when you put them together. Just two totally different aspects of the planet. The North Node, South Node, twin flame that I've come in contact with really feeds into my fixed adventures of earth and water. I have a South Node in Taurus and a North Node in Scorpio. It's, when I say letting go of the Taurus ways and moving into that depth of water of Scorpio, on this level, the enlightened experience of it, I will say profoundly beautiful. Um, Allowing words to flow that I wouldn't necessarily express from a Taurus point of view. The passion and the depth of conversation versus my set of belief systems that I had, sharing it on a large scale, and then looking at forward motion and headed towards a more intimate expression. I love it. I love it, and it's so supportive of what I don't have. I'm full of fire and air and earth. Water, my water energy works in an empathic way. So I connect with people on a soul level emotionally. Like, that's how I connect with people. What I see ahead of time and then what I emote. So, for instance, if someone gets hit by a car, it can be even in a movie. I feel that. I feel that in my body. So it's almost like I can read people's emotions without them saying anything. It's just, oh gosh, people get attached. I sometimes tend to have to figure out, is that mine or not? I've learned how to figure that out much better, but it took a lot of practice and staying in awareness of it. And then on the other end of it, I have this whole Virgo Gemini situation. So you have the Virgo in the dark half of the planet and doing all the work and the behind the scenes and the analyzing the data recording, and the twin flaming of that is the communicating and the socializing and the, the splitting of personalities and the stretching of self and the back and forth. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. That feeds my it feeds my intellect. Feeds the logical part of me. And it drives me insane that I love it so much. Oh, and when both twin flames are too close to me, things start to get so like the shell is so thin and I'm beginning to get so weak and wobbly like. Yet when we are further apart, we're so strong, you know? We're so full of life, and it's almost so hurtful. It's like we can't get that close for too long because we're weakening. And it's like a touch and go, like, oh, I touch you, gotta go. But it's always being connected. It's always being connected. And understanding what that really is and not forcing it to be something it isn't is where the song and dance, has to be perfected. We both got to show up for practice, you know, and at the time scheduled and be aware of what's happening and all that. So, anyway, I'm interested in your thoughts and how you see twin flames because right now how it's playing out for me, it's my ruler Mercury on the Virgo Gemini side of it is in retrograde, and both of us were born this lifetime with Mercury in retrograde. So it's interesting when we're separate, we're absolutely fine, and and then we try to come together, and we drive each other to just like I hate that I love that I hate that I love you. And then when retrograde is over, we're like, "Whew, we made it out of that, oh, but another one's coming." Like that planet has more retrogrades than any other planet each year. And it's like, what sick, demented joke was I trying to play on myself? And and he participated in that too. At some point in the past life, we were like, yeah, we're totally gonna do that. Uh, and this one, he's younger than me, you know, and the other twin flame, he's older than me, and he's more settled, and he feeds the emotional part of me that, I need, and it's so fantastical, and it's so dreamy, and then it can be like, okay, Scorpio, you just everything doesn't have to be about death and transformation all day, does it? And the Taurus is like, shh, you can keep that a secret. I didn't need to know that. It's overshare. It's, yet, during the transformational physical spaces, it helped me to tap into the deepest parts of me and to express this way and to be more giving in, being selfless in expression of those deeper thoughts and emotions and, the magic of me. So, anyway, oh, Spirit just having me give all the business, but that's all I can do is speak from my perspective, right? This is YouTube, my tube, right? Whatever. So, how does that work for you? Like, have you acknowledged or noticed or have run into a twin flame as of yet? Um, how does it play out for you? What's your view on and take on that? I'm truly interested in hearing and reading what you would have to say about that. Um, until then, keep twin flaming if you're in it, and understand that there's balance in it. And yes, it is a lot of work. It isn't like the soulmating. I'll get to that on another video. But until then, I am Astro Earth. I am so graciously grateful for you listening and tuning in. I love you, and I'll see you on the other side.